I actually have a couple ideas and some mythic weapons that they should definitely add for Season 4 before it ends. Now, if you haven't heard, I think Galactus has gotten a little closer lately. I have no freaking clue, and I don't see him, so let's get into Stark Industries and we can start this shit. Because I'm literally about to die. Okay. Now, a couple of my ideas are not really my ideas. You can go to Newscape Games, the best leaks, theories, and Fortnite gameplay, and gameplay that all you could ever ask for. How did I not hit him? I got him. Okay. So I actually watched a couple of these videos and I was like, yeah, this is a great idea. So if y'all don't watch Newscape Games, I was thinking of bringing them here. So y'all don't have to. And they made some valid points. About some mythic weapons that should definitely be added in the future. Now I'm gonna start off with my ideas. Now an idea I've been having for actually a pretty long time is, if you don't know the superhero from the comics and from the movie Age of Ultron from Avengers, his name is Quicksilver. Now, he's kind of he's one of the he's technically almost the only speedster in Avengers, as I know of so far. Now, he would be a boss, but here is where an idea comes in. Now, I've thought, and this is kind of also like with Newscape Games or Newscape Pro, is they should have a thing where every few weeks the boss in particular changes areas. Now I had this idea for Quicksilver because Quicksilver is at least top 10, no, at least top 5 of being my favorite Marvel characters. Now my idea is that he's just kind of like a roaming boss. Every few weeks, like I said, he changes areas. One week he would be in frickin' I don't know, somewhere in Salty Springs. Then the next couple weeks he would be somewhere in Slurpee with Wolverine. Now, there wasn't a really specific point of me making this video. I just wanted to make it. Now, his mythic abilities would be at least the all-time greatest abilities that this game has ever seen. Now everybody knows how when you get She-Hulk or Wolverine, your speed gets increased by 2%. And I know it's 2% because I might not be a nerd, but I've done calculations before in the past. So, I calculated the speed. It is 2 times speed. Now, my thing in particular with Quicksilver is that you actually have 4 times speed from your normal speed. When you're holding out like his fists, you would go 4 times speed when you're running, so you would go even faster. And the dodge attack wouldn't be a roll. It would be literally you just zooming. It would be you moving so fast to the side. Like, the side The side movement would still be the same length, but it would be impossible to hit you if you were dodging. Come on, let me jump. God damn it. So that's my idea for only his fists. And you know the spin thing or the ground pound thing with She-Hulk and Wolverine? Yeah. His jump in the air attack would be a lot different. It wouldn't be spinning around in circles in the air or like literally ground pounding, like hitting the ground so hard. It would actually be pretty funny. Your character would do the walking animation, but at like 1,000 times speed, and you would just be kicking the other player in the face. Now I know it sounds retarded, but imagine seeing the the normal walk for this game in like 1,000 times speed, just kicking the player in the head. How funny would that be? I think it would be really funny. I would literally non-stop play this game and just kick people in the face. It's honestly the most funniest shit you would ever see in your life. And that's just like, that's his first ability. Now his like big ability, or as me and my friends like to call it, his big boy ability. His big ability would be he would run around in circles in a 3x3, like he would go in a 3x. Let me see. Let me show you. Hold on. Go over here. Get everything out of here. Let me show you a description. So imagine this being the middle. This is where you are right here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I changed it to 2. He would be running around so fast in this one area. But you would think it would be like a flash tornado or something, but no, actually. His ability would be every like this ability would last for 15 seconds. Every 5 seconds, you would get hit 3 times, and you would get hit by 20 damage a hit. But if you're in the middle and you're getting kind of tired of getting like first 5 seconds you get hit, and you try to move to the circle, this will give your other if you're in like duos or squads or something, this will give your other teammate or teammates a advantage or a little time to get away. If you went on the very like right here on the circle, he would literally stop right in front of you, hit you so hard, and you would hit back to the middle. You would get hit back to the middle. And then if your friends are gone, you're just screwed. You're screwed over, and you gotta take the rest of the hits. And the hit that he does when he stands there, that does 50 damage. So equal that up. That's about 110 damage. Your shield would be cracked and you would have 90 health left. And then imagine getting shot from the enemy by a uni-beam. Then you would just get absolutely wrecked. I don't really know. I think this would break the game, but it'll also kind of make the game funnier. And the only reason is because when you jump in the air and attack, that's the only way it makes it funnier. That will be the only way it makes it funny. I'm marking that so I can get over there. Okay. But then, also in Age of Ultron and Endgame, yeah, it was in Endgame. Scarlet Witch. Now it's kind of like just Quicksilver's sister. Scarlet Witch, they have different abilities, but technically in Age of Ultron, they're called brother and sister. And they were created together, so that makes them brother and sister. I don't know how that makes sense. But still, they're brother and sister. They would roam around together, and it would look so sick when they're together. If they were, they would meet up every few weeks. They would meet up at the ruins right here. They would meet up right over there. That's the place they would meet up at. Somewhere over here. I'm just gonna mark over that way. Now that's where they would meet up. They would be on... Okay, look at my marker from down to top. Boom. Bam. Scarlet Witch would be on this side. Quicksilver would be on this side. Sometimes, like I said, Quicksilver will be at Salty, and then sometimes he'll be at Slurpy, but Scarlet Witch will sometimes be at Dirty Docks, and then sometimes she'll be at Lazy Lake. But it's when they group up in the middle that makes their characters and how they collide so cool. Now how I make them collide, if you go to the ruins, like if you don't see Scarlet Witch or anyone there at Dirty Docks or Lazy Lake or anywhere like that, and they're at the ruins, you don't want to mess with them. You really don't. You honestly, you would regret going to the ruins. You would regret the decision. No way I pickaxed a goddamn bot. I'd never done that before. Okay, well, I guess I know it's possible now. Where's the other one that was up here just a minute ago? Where the hell did it go? It didn't get wrecked down because I haven't touched any of these drones yet. Okay, if I don't get a mythic, I'm not taking anything. Bro, there was two just now. Why are you all the way back over here this way? No way, that actually worked. Oh no. Help me. No, don't do it. I'm a virgin. Yeah, but Scarlet Witch, yeah, if they collided, it would be so epic. But Scarlet Witch's ability wouldn't be a normal. The normal, like, main ability, like, it would be so weird. It would kind of like be this, but instead, you want to know the difference? She's levitating random shit around you and then throwing them at the character. She could pick up a box. She could pick up a car for that matter. If she was somewhere near Lazy, or like somewhere near, like if she started walking to Lazy Lake or something, like she was near a Quinjet, she could lift up the Quinjet. I'm not even capping. She could lift up the Quinjet and yeet it at you. Now, everything has a certain amount of damage that it does. Quinjet does 100. Normal boxes and chests with loot in them do 50. Small items like tables, cups, or wait, not cups. I'll explain it here. Normal things like trash cans, signs, a fishing pole container. Like normal medium-sized things. No, normal small size. I don't fucking know what I'm saying anymore. Normal medium-sized things that would do 50 damage. Normal small size things would do 50 damage. Things like cars and trucks and all those vehicles, they would do the amount of damage it would to actually hit you. If someone hit you with the car, with these cars, it would do that amount of damage. So any car. If she hit you with, she could pick up trees. No, I'm capping. That's too overpowered. If she picked up something like the fish stick thing right here at Craggy, if she picked that up, that's a large thing. If she picked that up, it would do at least 70 damage. Like I said, but the Quinjets do fucking 100. Y'all were never even supposed to live. Y'all were supposed to die. But whatever. And that would be her big ability. Oh, you don't even want to know. I don't even think you want to know. Okay, when she uses her normal ability, she is not able to pick up things like this van or anything. But when she does, that does 120 damage. It's overpowered. It's overpowered as fuck. Like, it's really overpowered, so if you see her hands just glowing red, like just straight glowing red, like if you had the uni beam out, if you see that, run. But her normal look ability, it would look like it would have red electricity kind of like things, just like Dr. Doom. It would look like Dr. Doom's gauntlets, but it would be red. Like the effect would be red. So that's when you know you're safe. But when she pulls out nothing but red arms, that's probably when you want to run. That shit will be like a uni beam. It'll go through anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything. It'll be like a uni beam, but it's not. It would work like a uni beam, going straight through, but it would do 120 damage, not 90. That's why I said, if you see them at the ruins, I would advise you not to go. Because there's a bunch of things at the ruins that could definitely be used to attack you. And Quicksilver doesn't even need things to attack you. It can just happen. Now here's two people I really want to see. And they're technically they're both from the same movie. Venom and Riot from the Venom movie when they fought. They will fight. They're like I tested this thing with my friends. We got Wolverine all the way to the ruins when it had Shadow Midas. We got Wolverine over there. They fought. Now Venom and Riot would kind of be like that, but it would show the actual movie scene. It would show everything from the movie. Everything would look like the movie, but it's not. When you actually use it against each other, it doesn't look like that. And that's only sad. That's really sad. But still, the literal movie fight scene just shows. It's like you're watching the movie fight scene, but in Fortnite. Let me jump, mother... Don't tell me I'm about to die by a bot. Wow. It was one guy. It was one hit. He had one hit left. Whatever. Yeah, but the movie scene would play. The movie fighting scene would play. Now, Venom's ability, they would bring back the smash and grab for the Venom character. They would bring it back because for some reason they got rid of the Venom smash and grab. I don't know about Marvel Knockout, but they definitely got rid of it inside of the normal game. Now the Venom smash and grab would come back, and it would be exactly as the way it was when it was first already out. It would be the exact same cooldown, all the same, usage, all the same, but he would actually have a main ability. He would have something like the She-Hulk's fists, but when you go inside of the air as Venom, when you go inside of the air, it's not a ground pound. It's really not a ground pound. I can't even explain it. I'm just joking, it's a ground pound. Your character would look the same until you do the ground pound, and the arm you do the ground pound with, also known as your right arm, it would turn into the Venom arm. Like your arm would turn into the Venom arm and you would hit the ground. It wouldn't be like She-Hulk's thing where you see, like, it looks like you're in fucking My Hero Academia. It actually has something that it shows where you could actually see the arm appear on your skin. Oh, no way. Did they get rid of some drones as well? They got rid of... Okay, oh. I don't even know why I'm opening these things. I already have both of the mythic weapons. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to show y'all. Okay. That's the entire reason I made this live. Well, it's not the entire reason, but I want to show y'all something so fucking cool. It's a glitch. If the storm is ever near the grotto, or near like the top part of the grotto that I just marked, that little part, if the storm is anywhere near that, and you have the Wolverine claws, I'm about to show you what you can fucking do. It's so overpowered. You can shoot outwards, but they cannot shoot inwards. You can be in the water. Like, you could shoot out of the water, but they won't be able to shoot in. It's crazy. But I'll show y'all how to do it. Does he actually swim? Like, how does he swim? Oh, he just makes little paddles. I beat him in one try last time. I beat him in the first time last. I'm done. Okay, whatever. Yeah, but Venom would have that kind of ground pound thing, but the thing would show. Now for Riot, his big ability would... Riot and Venom's ability is the same thing, but Riot doesn't have the normal Venom. It would have his gray Venom thing, his gray symbiote arm instead of the black symbiote arm. Yeah, whatever. But his big ability, I don't know why I just came here so I can talk. His big ability is the thing you saw in the Venom movie where he, like, they were fighting on like this little metal bridge, and he he did something and he hit under the bridge and it started making spikes on the ground. You can do that, but you have a 25% chance of making it to where it goes all around you and not just in one direction. It'll go all around you, and it would go, the distance would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. It would go 5. It would go this long. You see that? It'll go that long right there. That's how long the frickin', not like the, hold on, I have a better way of putting it. It'll be the size of this. It'll be the size of this half, this half floor, and it would go up to 5 floors long. But when you get the 25% chance, it'll go like zoom. It'll go all around you. But it's only a 25% chance though. Is it invincible? Excuse me? It was just invincible to what? You wanna see some real power, bitch? Boom. Okay, I'm done there. Now, another person I would like to introduce is the Thing. Everyone should know the Thing from Fantastic Four. If you don't know the Thing, you're a retard. The Thing's from Fantastic Four. He's one of the strongest characters in Fantastic Four. And that's why he's my most favorite and why I want to add him to this pile of heroes and villains. Yes, I'm adding villains too. Just gotta wait. Now, the Thing, this is in Newscape Pro. This is coming from Newscape Pro. I'm saying one Newscape Pro 1 right now. This coming from Newscape Pro. Now, the Thing would have the Thing's rock armor. It would be called the Thing's rock armor. And it wouldn't be ordinary to any, like, shield thing. It wouldn't be any... It would give you an extra layer of health. And I mean an extra layer of health. It'll give you your health would be a max of 300 if you add shield. Break it! Break the battle bus. And it's gone. Just like that. These battle buses are weak. Wow, they're really weak. Okay. Yeah, but the Thing's rock armor, like I said, it would give you an extra layer of health. And when you get in a vehicle, hold on, where's the vehicle? I don't, oh. Oh, damn. That shit's light. Okay. You go in here, and you see that green bar, or not the green bar, the orange bar of health that this car has. That would be the extra bar of health. It would go up to 100. And it would be orange. But You're not just using it. You can you don't have to hold it to keep the rock armor. But when the rock armor is destroyed, it doesn't have a time limit. The time limit is none. The time limit is until it gets until the extra shield cracks. That's the time limit for that shit. The actual duration, like the waiting time for it to come back, is at least 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes long for you to get back the thing, so it would be like 120 seconds. You would have to wait 120 seconds before you got back the rock armor. But it only, that waiting time only comes back if, you know, your shield cracks. Which hopefully you're good enough and it doesn't crack. God damn it. Yeah, that would actually come from a Quinjet. That would come from a Quinjet. And that's the funniest part of them all. It would come from a Quinjet. Okay, here's my thing wrong with Quinjets that are out now. Okay, if you're gonna get rid of like 2 to 3 Quinjets, why not add more of the drones? If you're gonna get rid of the Quinjets, add more of the drones so you can get a better chance of getting the mythic weapons. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because it's kind of annoying only having 5 drones but 2 you know, but only having 2 Quinjets. It's kind of annoying. So if you're gonna get rid of Quinjets, why did my phone just turn on? If you're gonna get rid of some Quinjets, at least add more drones. That's literally all I beg of you. He acts like that's a normal thing. Okay, whatever. Yeah, but like I said, if you're gonna get rid of some Quinjets, add some drones. That's all I'm asking. So you could have a better chance of getting these mythic weapons. Now you'll only get a 35% chance of getting this mythic weapon. So it's a little difficult, but it's not that difficult. Ow, that hurt kind of. I'm not a spy. I'm just your friendly neighborhood Captain America. Because that makes sense. Everyone knows Captain America. Ow. Okay. But like I said, you would have a 35% chance of actually getting the mythic weapon. So it wouldn't, you don't have a big chance, but you don't have a small one either. You don't have a small chance either. It's in between of being a big chance and a small chance of getting it. 35% chance. It's actually not that bad. Now, a 95% chance coming from a Quinjet is honestly one of my favorites. I think it would work perfectly in the game. I think we should add something. I think we should add Captain America's shield back from the endgame event where he defeated the Chitauri and you had to kill Thanos and the Chitauri and all that bullshit. You should bring the Captain America shield back, and it would be a 95% chance of getting it. So if you don't get it, you're just an unlucky person. Now it would do the exact same thing from what it originally did inside of the endgame event. It would do everything that it used to do. So there's literally zero difference. There's zero difference of using. I broke into your house and I killed you. How do you feel? Not that good that I killed you. Die. Okay. Now the 95% chance that you're actually going to get Captain America's shield. And I only want it back because when I got lucky to get Captain America's shield in the game, when I got lucky when you had to get the thing, right as I got lucky, wait, I'm not here though. I don't exist. I am in a piece in your imagination. I am a piece in your imagination, my guy. I'm in your imagination. I don't exist. Oh, what the hell? Oompa spy. Share that damage equally, boys. You don't want to be too rude. You gotta share that damage. Share that damage with your teammate. Okay, but you would have a 95% chance of getting Captain America's shield. And like I said, it would do literally everything the one from Endgame did. It would be the same. But adding that one, you gotta add the other ones too. You gotta add the other ones too. Add the Thor from Thor Ragnarok. Add that Thor into the game. I hate you, game. Oh, imagine if it still did damage. That would be crazy. Yeah, but add Thor from Thor Ragnarok movie and not the normal Thor, and give him his axe. Give him the axe from the endgame event as well. Now then add a Hawkeye and give him the bow. These 3 people. Captain America, here. Hawkeye, here. And Thor, here at the Fortilla. Now I think it's time to add a couple bosses. Like, we've been adding bosses, I meant villains. So, now a real villain that I kinda want to be in the game is you're not gonna believe, I want Thanos back. I want Thanos back. And you're not gonna believe that I said that. But, Thanos would be like, he would have no aimbot. Thanos would have no aimbot. His henchmen would be the Chitauri. It would be everything from the endgame event, except you have all the Infinity Stones already. But here's the difference. In endgame, when you got a Infinity Stone as the Chitauri, you turned into Thanos. But when you get the thing from Thanos and the Chitauri, when you get the Infinity Gauntlet, it would literally just go on your person. You wouldn't turn into Thanos. You would still be able to use all the weapons you got before, and you would still be able to build and all that. The only difference is that now it's an inventory slot. It's in an inventory slot and not, I'm saying not, replaces everything you have with Thanos abilities. Now, but I do want one thing that can be added in as the second weapon. I want a healing tool. And you're probably asking, you technically already have She-Hulk and Wolverine for that. No, I want an actual healing. I want to add, the second slot would be called the Time Stone. And it would show the green stone. It would show the stone on the mythic weapon, like the picture of the mythic weapon. You see how She-Hulk's fist has the fist thing. Iron Man's repulsors have the repulsors. Mystical bomb has the bomb. Thor's hammer, you know, all that shit. It would be like that. It would show the time stone on the picture of the mythic weapon. And it'll regain your health like a med kit, but it only takes 2 seconds instead of like 15 or something. It'll only take 2 seconds to heal you back up. Because your character would literally have the time stone in their hand, and they would crush it. They would crush it. It wouldn't be a one-time use though. It would have like a 1 minute thing. But you would crush it, and it would technically, you would go back, your health would go back in time to where when it was full. But it would only be your health, not your shield. And if you use Thanos' time stone and the thing's armor, it will not make you go back in time to when you had the thing's armor on. It will not let you do that either. Because if you activated the thing's armor and then it got that armor got destroyed by a person and you were able to use the time stone to get it back, that's when people would start wanting to get it out of here. And I really like the idea of that Infinity Stone in particular. But when you use the actual gauntlet, the gauntlet, it would show up in your inventory. It wouldn't look like a mythic weapon. It would have the mythic surrounding, like it would have like the gold texture, like the golden and smooth texture. That kind of texture right there that you see right there. It'll have that, but it doesn't show a picture of the Infinity Gauntlet, and it actually shows the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, you know, if you go inside of like Save the World, you could see that it's mythic by it being in your inventory hand, but it only shows the actual weapon. It doesn't show like the mythic picture. It will be exactly like that. It won't show the mythic picture of it, but it will show you the actual mythic itself. I don't know why I said that in such deep words and didn't let it just be the normal mythic thing, but still, it has to be like that or it's not a tool. Now, saying this, it wouldn't automatically like sync with your hand size. It wouldn't sync with your hand size. It would just be as big as it used to be. As big as it used to be when it was on the ground or in your hand as Thanos. It would be as big as that. We're not doing some Iron Man shit. But there would be a secret mythic weapon that you would only be able to get out of supply drops. It would kind of be like the Zapatron. If you want to only get Tony Stark's Infinity Gauntlet, you could get it from a supply drop just like the Zapatron a long time ago. it would come in the exact same way. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna get it all the time. You'll get it sometimes. It won't be exactly like the Zaptron where you get it all the time. It'll only be like where you get it some of the time. You have like a 10% chance of actually getting it. I'm only making it 10% chance because technically you can kill a boss for it, and it's not really needed. It doesn't really need to be that popular because you can kill a boss for a bigger one and not a stronger one. They're both gonna have the same things and they're both gonna have same ability and all that, but it would just be Tony Stark's one, and it would be an outside one to where technically you can have two Infinity Gauntlets. Because in this game, technically, two of the same mythic doesn't exist unless you're playing a real match. Then you could get She-Hulk twice, or Thor twice. But you wouldn't be able to get any of the other mythic weapons twice. Like, take Wolverine, for example. You wouldn't be able to get his one mythic ability twice. You would only be able to get it once. It wouldn't be like that. You would have two Infinity Gauntlets on the field at all times. Every game it has the Tony Stark one. It's in every game. Someone just has to be lucky enough to get it. Someone knocking, or is that like Fortnite? Being gay. And fucking with me. Where's Galactiosa? Is that him? I can't see. If it was not, I would be able to see him, because his big fat head with his big fat helmet would be glowing. So I would be actually able to see something. I think, where did he go? He was either on this side. Last time I checked, he was on that side of the map. Either that side or that side of the map. That's the two places. Here, if you like aim. Did it get so close? Where did he go? He's big and fat. He shouldn't be that hard to find. He's bigger than this entire map. Like I said, he shouldn't be that hard to find. Did he just disappear? Is he above us? Is he Jesus? Where'd he go? Did he eat Jesus? I don't know. No one's able to eat Jesus. Jesus is unstoppable. Oh, that gives you an extra deal of damage right there. Okay, but yeah. You would have two Infinity Gauntlets in the match. Now, this villain isn't really known unless you watch or read the comics. This villain's not well known unless you read the comics, which I do. I read all the comics. I'm a freaking Marvel dumbass. I'm a Marvel weeb. I can't help it. Let me jump. Let me jump. Let me super jump. Okay. Yeah, but this villain, people who read the comics should know who he is. It actually had something to do with something, maybe. No, it was. I don't think he had anything to do with this. His villain name is the Watcher. he could see something and then know all the secrets about that someone, or all the secrets they've told. He knows everything, technically. He sees someone, he knows everything that they know. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's his little eye thing. You would have this, but you would say, like, what would it be good to know everything? It wouldn't be like that. It really wouldn't. It would be like the flare gun from season 3. But in season 3, it gave away your location. But in season 4, it would still kind of give away your location, but a white beam of light would drop above you, or like it would drop down above you, and the duration of using it would be 2 minutes. But you could use it for a whole minute, and you can see where players are for an entire minute. But a white beam of light will drop down on you, and then you're able to see everyone. Like, imagine you can see everyone in a Doom's domain radius. All of Doom's domain in this area, you can see that far. So you go to Lazy Lake, you can see, when you go to an area, you can see everyone in that area. It doesn't matter how big it is. You go to Coral Castle, you can see everyone in Coral Castle. Sweaty, see everyone sweaty. Weeping, you're able also you're able to detect bosses and henchmen. The bosses, it would be kind of different. The marking system would be different, right as this came to be. Bosses would still have the crown. Henchmen would be different. Henchmen would have a different kind of look to it. Henchmen would have a picture of an assault rifle. And normal players would have the diamond that would go over their head. It would be a mini picture of an assault rifle for the henchmen. When you start hiding in reboot vans, and then they have to make the reboot van thing a lot darker shade, so then you couldn't hide anymore. Destroy Dr. Doom's freaking chair. Okay. Yeah, but that's the Watcher for you. That, you would get it out of a Quinjet. It would be a 50% chance of getting it. Not a big chance, but not a high chance either. It's 6. About to be 7. Yeah, but it wouldn't be, it would be right in the middle. 50-50 chance of getting it. Now, I had a big brain idea. They didn't work together at all. But they're kind of both a little bit of the same. Weeping Woods and Slurpy Swamp would be cut from this river going down. It would be cut. It would be cut just like this. Boom. That, you see this? You see this line I'm trying to make but can't because I'm a loser? Boom. Wolverine has this half. Black Panther has this half. Black Panther has the original Black Panther mythic, the explodey body thingamajig. But he would also have the Black Panther's claws. And the Black Panther's claws would do almost everything the Wolverine claws would do, but it would do 5 more damage. So technically, if you did the spinning thingy in the air, it would do 15 damage and then 50 damage at the end. Hitting people, it would do 25 damage. So I wouldn't recommend staying near someone that has that kind of ability. cause then you're fucked. No one else. You are. Yeah, but Black Panther would have one side, the right side, and Wolverine would have the left side of Weeping and Slurpee. Now it's kind of like with Scarlet and Quicksilver, they would meet in the middle. See this river? They would meet somewhere between the river to check on them. To check on each other at least every 5 minutes. They would have the same amount of health. No. Black Panther would have a little bit less health than Wolverine. Since Black Panther can do more damage. Now, they would check up on each other somewhere in these areas, like half. They would check up somewhere between this river. Now, here's where the problem goes. If one of them does not show up to the meeting, which they will always show up to the meeting unless they are dead. If one of them does not show up to the meeting, the other one gets all of Weeping Woods and Slurpee, but their defense mode goes up. They can hear a lot more than they were before. They can hear from a 5-floor radius. 5-floor radius. So I would literally, okay, their original hearing radius would be 2. When one of them doesn't show up, 5. Now that's the problem I'm talking about. And their defenses would go by so high, like their speed would go up a little bit, just by a tiny bit. Like the boss speed would be like, it would be 2 times the originally, but then it would add a 0.5, and you get 2.5. Their speed would increase by just a little bit, not that much. But their defense and hearing goes up. They're actually a lot smarter when the other one doesn't show up, because the other one didn't show up. And if they both meet in the middle and you're there and you witness them and they both see you, you are literally poo-pooed on, my guy. You can barely even beat Wolverine by himself. You can barely beat Wolverine by himself. You think you're gonna beat Black Panther as well with Wolverine? Nah, fam. Impossible. So you might want to kill them off one by one. That's the funny part. That's the real funny part. Hold on. Okay, I'm stopping. I can't hear the noise anymore. Okay, that was really weird. It felt like it was coming from like that side over there. Okay, yeah. That's all. That's all for... I don't know if I'm catching this on camera or catching this on camera audio, but I'm gonna replay this. I'm replaying this when I get the chance. I'm replaying this. Here, I got a better idea so we can continue, so I don't have to jump over it. Boom, we're done now. Okay. That's it for Black Panther and Wolverine. It's not really a boss. But the real boss, the real big boss, is, I forget forgot what his name was, and I forgot what kind of family member he is to Black Panther. But it would be the enemy who tried to rule Wakanda and made them fight, you know, made them fight Black Panther. Made the Wakandians fight Black Panther. But he would circle around. He would just be circling around, Weeping and Slurpee. He wouldn't be anywhere near them, but he would just be circling around. You could see him in the background. Like if you're fighting Wolverine and you get like a right angle, you can see him back there. You can just see him standing, watching the fight. He'll stand to watch the fight, but he won't intervene unless you make him intervene. And what I mean by you make him intervene is if you get him to chase you all the way towards the other person. Then he'll intervene and fight whoever the other boss is, and then he won't fight you anymore. But but the bosses will still all be the same. They'll fight you and they'll fight each other. But that's the only person that won't fight you. Oh, also, I forgot something to say about Venom. He won't fight you unless you start fighting him. This is after he figures out what bad guys are. This is after he figures that out. What bad guys and good guys are. This is after. So he doesn't attack you unless you attack him. Okay, makes sense. It's also for Black Panther. He won't attack you unless you attack him. Because Black Panther ain't just gonna, like, it'll be his priority mission if you hit him once. It'll be his priority mission. He can follow you the entire game. He never loses track of you. He has a scan where he can see you no matter where you go. Technically the Watcher's eye, but it goes all over the map and it literally stays. It just stays on you, no one else. He can get other targets, but that is only if they intervene with the fight. Oh god. Okay. What other villains should be in here? We have Doctor Doom, the Watcher, Riot, the guy from Black Panther, I don't remember his name. Ow, that kind of hurt. What other villain should be there? I didn't really think about it that much. Oh, this is also from Newscape Pro or Newscape Games. The Invisible Girl from Fantastic Four. Yeah, the Invisible Girl. You know, in the Shadow Royale, also known as Fortnite Mares, when you're a shadow, when you come back to life as a shadow, when you stand still, you turn invisible. Well, that's technically her power. Her power is to turn invisible, but the light shines on, if it's day outside, the light will shine on you and you'll kind of make like a glow. You won't glow, but you'll make like kind of like a side glow. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but it's not like a glow. You can kind of see you, but it's almost impossible to see you. It'll last for 35 seconds. The duration before you can use it again is 2 minutes, 120 seconds, because that's just unfair. You can use it every minute. And if you take out a weapon, like a gun, that also turns invisible. Now here are two people I really want to add. Like really. Like all the way really. Like until really can't even be really anymore. Miles Morales and Spider-Man. Also known as Miles Morales and Peter Parker. Now, I'm not adding them because I just finished both of the games at once. I'm adding them because I like Spider-Man. Now they would be at, Miles would be at, no, Spider-Man would be at this little base, then Miles would be at this little cabin with the Biofrost. But it's a little different. When you get the Miles Morales fists, your fists will turn into Venom power, also known as his electrical discharge. That's his main ability, but inside of the Spider-Man game, his friend Genki calls it Venom power, even though I don't understand how that makes sense, but he just called it that. It'll be called the Venom Power Smashers. Or the Venom Power Smashers. Yeah, the Venom Power Smashers. And your arms would just become electric, like it would become like yellow electricity. But every time you hit, it would make kind of like an electrical discharge. It would be like Doctor Doom's, like if you hit someone next to another person, it'll go on to the next person. It's kind of like that when you hit someone with the arcane gauntlets, but it's fists. And they do exactly as much damage. Oh fuck. They do 45 damage. They do... Okay, hold on. Okay, 45. Oh fuck, okay. 45. Oh fuck me, dude. 45, hold on. 45, 55, 70, 100. It'll do the She-Hulk damage, but the whatchamacallem, the ground pound, when you ground pound like this, the electrical discharge will actually discharge in a... It will discharge like that. It'll discharge in a 9-floored area. The discharge would be in that kind of area zone. But it would be an actual circle and not a square of this electrical discharge. And it would still do the same amount of damage it does with the owl. How? Explain. It would do as many damage. I think it does like 40 damage when you ground pound. I'm pretty sure it does like 40 damage when you ground pound. But however much damage it does when you ground pound, anything in that 9 block or 9 floored radius will do 40 damage. Okay, here I think I can make it how it would actually look if I could get like a clean area where it won't phase into the ground. Okay, over here's fine. Here it is. This right here, make it more circle-ish. This right here is the hit expansion. Make it a little more circle-ish though, because we're not Minecraft. But his big ability would be the ultimate venom electrical discharge. That's its full name. What I just said, which I already forgot because I'm a retard, what I just said is the name of the big ability, and it goes up to a 5. It still goes in like a circle area, like a circle distance, but you want to know something different about it? It doesn't do 90 damage to whoever is in the final leap. It goes so far. Here, break this. One, 2, 3, 4. It goes up to a 5 square radius, and the electrical discharge does 90 damage. Any builds around it, it'll instantly break it. Any players, it will do 90 damage, and 35 damage will travel if will travel to each player if multiple players are inside. So it would do a total of 125 damage if multiple people was inside. To the other player, not to you. To the other players, it would do 125 damage if other people are in it. And no matter how far the people are in that circle, it'll always be the same. It doesn't matter how far apart they are. They will all still be hit by the 35 damage. Now, the normal Spider-Man, he would have normal speed, normal player speed, and it would do the same amount of damage if you were using She-Hulk. It would do the same amount of damage, but you would go normal speed and not ×2. And the up air attack is actually a swing kick. And why it's a swing kick is you go in one area, you jump, you hit, you go in a forward line and then up, and then you land and you kick the person for 40 damage. Now, like I said, you're probably wondering why exactly am I making a swing kick? Because your character would go into the same motion in the actual game. He would go into the same motion look. A web would appear out of nowhere above you, and you would just like swing and kick the person. And the distance would be that long. You go that far. you can kick someone for 40 damage in that far of a radius. So you gotta be pretty close to use it. Oh my god. Okay, so when you press jump and then press jump again in the Spider-Man thing, you will shoot webs out of your web shooters. Technically, you just zoom at the player and kick them right in the face. It'll do the same damage as the Wolverine zoom thing. And it would go the same length as the Wolverine zoom. Oh, what just happened? It would go the same length, and it would do the same amount of damage as the Wolverine go towards a player move when you double jump. Like, you'll literally just hit the player and knock them back like 2 floors, and then you can do that. But his big ability is what I like to call the Web Blossom. It's also in the Spider-Man game. It's also a big ability in the Spider-Man game. It'll go in a area that is like this. Go in an area like this. You get in the middle of the circle, you use it, you jump in the air, and you start flipping around in the air and just shooting webs at people. And it'll get them stuck for 5 seconds when you hit them with all the webs possible. It'll get everyone in that radius right there stuck for 5 seconds. They can still move, but they can't pickaxe or use any weapons while stuck inside. While stuck inside of the web, they cannot do anything except move. And their moving is also slower and limited. You could move this far before you have to calm down, and you would move like this. Not like this, like this. You would move in a walking pace, but you would only be able to go 3 floors any direction, and then you'll stop because you have to get the webs off of you. Like, you'll stop and you'll get the webs off of you. And there's different animations for it. Sometimes you could literally just, like, sometimes you'll be webbed and your arms will extend outward and you would just break it. The other animation, there's only 2. The other animation is literally you pulling out your pickaxe and just slicing it. Like, you got your pickaxe in a stable position and you just slice. Even with the hammer, you can slice right through. You slice right through it. You go just right through. It's actually kind of cool. The second animation is not in the game, but the first one is. You want to see some real power with my hammer? That's some real power. Now here's something I would actually enjoy. Another Fantastic Four character. The Human Torch. Everyone should know the Human Torch. He can turn into a flaming beast. And he literally has fire powers. The element of his powers is, you know, fire. Now he would have something kind of like the arcane gauntlets. When you hit someone, it wouldn't do an energy transfer, but it would do a fire transfer. Like anywhere, anyone in a 1 block radius of the person that gets hit, like a 1 floor radius of the person that gets hit, it'll transfer on to the other person in that radius. So if someone's trying to pickaxe and you hit them right as they're about to pickaxe, it'll transfer on to the second person. But when you jump up in the air like Dr. Doom, it will not actually look like that. Flames will circle around you, and you would look like you were about to fly with flames, using the power of flames. His big ability is sending down a flaming ball. Just a flaming ball. It's the size... It's a ball, but it's the size of this car. Its length is that way. Its length is that big. And the actual, like, up length would be like that. And that. That would be the length of the ball. It just comes down from the sky. Like, you don't even know where it comes from. It just comes down from the sky. And it does 90 damage to whoever is inside of the circle of the, or the radius of the flaming ball. It'd be like a fireball. Hadouken. That's what it's like. Hadouken. I've learned something. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to make a part 2 later, because I am tired, mother trucker. I guess I'll get back to it later today. I'll make part 2. I know I will. And I promise.